Hi everybody, how's it going out there? Facebook land. I got super straight hair today. That's what happens when I get it cut. She straightens it and then she cuts it. Anyway, it's kind of not exactly what I'm used to. I felt really inspired today to talk about something that has been kind of floating around in my own personal orbit and psyche, and something that I've been just really paying a lot of attention to. And so of course it's coming up in my conversations with clients and with friends. If you're not either of those and you're new to me, my name is Lisa Rose and I am the founder of Deeper Love, Better Sex. I'm a love and dating coach, and I help successful singles just totally rock your dates, starting with attracting great dates so that you clear your love blocks and you get good at dating and you attract someone you are super excited about. So as you pop on, please say hello, because I always like to know who's visiting. So the last few weeks, I have been kind of bumping up against this feeling that's a little bit unusual for me, but it's been kind of chronic. And that is this feeling of like kind of sort of feeling flat about, hey David, kind of sort of feeling flat about like life in general. And it's not like there's anything wrong. As a matter of fact, a lot of things have been coming to fruition in my business that I have been desiring and wanting, and I'm excited about them. And it's kind of like everything sort of on the outside has been going according to plan. Hi, David. Which is probably a really great prescription for boredom and a certain amount of malaise. Have you guys ever experienced that? And it's really prompted me to kind of do a deeper exploration and discovery about what it is that really lights me up. What floats my boat? What inspires me? What really like gets me kind of not just sort of going through the motions, but really excited and feeling good? Because I made a decision and a commitment a while back that really the most important thing to my business and to my life and to my well-being is to feel good. So hey, if you guys are popping on, please say hey. So a couple things that I noticed is that, a couple people have asked me recently, well, what is it that really excites you, and are you doing those things? And it's a little bit of a yes and no. Some of them, yes. Some of them, even though I enjoy them, are sort of starting to feel a little bit same old, same old. And there are also some things that I've kind of been like having reasons and excuses why I can't do, or it's not the right time, or not doing them that much. But the other piece has been about like letting myself feel excited and lit up about things that I might have gotten used to, like not necessarily taking them for granted. Like an example of that is a few weeks ago, I got a new car. I really like the car. And I made a decision that I was gonna milk that feeling of enjoying it and liking it and feeling so much pleasure driving it. Hi, Rhonda. And just like enjoying being in the wheel, behind the wheel, and being in that car. And so my practice every single time I get in my car is I say to myself, I love my car! And I let myself feel that joy and that juice and that pleasure. So part of it is actually milking the experiences that I do have and kind of creating like a running list, some of the other things that I do when I'm needing a little infusion of joy and pleasure is, hi Vicki, I will stand in front of my refrigerator and I'll open the door, and I always have like really good, healthy, yummy food in there, and that's very pleasurable for me. And I'll, just feel grateful about what I get to eat every day, and that I'm never one of those people who like runs out of food. I don't understand that. Or maybe I will, hi Cindy, maybe I will stand in front of my closet for a few moments and just like enjoy the pleasure of my clothes and my shoes, and that there really isn't anything in there that scratches me or doesn't fit or is itchy. So it's kind of like those are examples of how I milk what could become an ordinary same old experience. And along with that, I've also really been asking myself, like, what am I denying? What am I saying no to? What is it that I really enjoy? Oh, I want to add one more to the list, because this I do a lot. I am a total, like, tactile, sensual, yum creature. So I love massage, I love sex, and when I've had either one of those, I will go back in my memory. Oh, am I blushing? Did I just admit that? Hey, Sandra, I think I am actually. I will like go back and kind of let all of that run through my body, that experience of feeling really open and pleasurable and like relaxed. So those are kind of things that reintroduce into my nervous system that experience of feeling lit up and feeling pleasure. And then alongside that is I've been really paying attention to where are the places that I've been clamping down on my energy, that I've been having this feeling of like have to or should or I need to, instead of really leaning into the things that light me up and that juice me up and giving myself more permission to follow these things. Is this resonating with anybody here? I would love to know from you guys, like, what's something that you know reliably lights you up, that if you wanted to milk it, you could just think about it. You know, for me, it's my fridge and my massages, but like, what's in your kind of toolkit arsenal that you can really, you've got as your go-tos? So how does this relate to dating and relationship and to deeper love and better sex? So there's a couple of ways. I notice that when I start to feel flat and uninspired, I'm obviously not in a place where I'm like attracting and magnetic to the quality of man that I'm interested in dating and in building relationship with. And when my energy is like infused, when I'm feeling my radiance and when I'm feeling my juiciness and when I'm feeling my aliveness, men definitely feel that. It's like a scent that they smell and they feel it. So that's one way. And the other way is that I talk about this a lot with my clients when they say, you know, I've been single a long time. I'm starting to feel kind of a little bit desperate about ever meeting this person. And that place of desperation is probably the antithesis of attraction and magnetism, because it's just not an energy that's really alluring. So when I have that conversation with them, I will ask them, you know, what is going to get you juiced up? What is going to help you feel really alive and radiant? And, you know, we'll often brainstorm on that together, because what does it for me isn't necessarily what does it for them. But here's the other way that it's really relevant to relationship. Men want to know that we essentially come happy, that we already have our happiness software installed. Because if I'm basically happy, it means that he can make me happy much more easily than if I'm not happy and I'm expecting him to bring the happy. This is really, really big. So it's important for us to date from a place of fullness. And, you know, kind of like feeling like the cup is already full, and dating and romance and love and sex and relationship, those are wonderful, yummy additions, but they're not the thing, they're not my source. My source is inside me. It's my job to connect to my own pleasure, to my happiness, to my radiance, and then take that out, bring it along with me to whoever it is that I'm dating. So, yeah, I just wanted to actually say that, you know, I'm kind of like re-upping my commitment to my own well-being, and in particular to a higher threshold of enjoyment and pleasure and feel good. And if you're catching this live or you're catching the replay, I'd love to know what's something that you are committed to your own feel good. And what was the other thing I wanted to ask? Totally forgot it. Oh, if you feel like you could use some help, you know, like if you are kind of teetering on either feeling desperate about meeting the kind of man that you want to meet, or your attraction magnetism is kind of low, and the way that you know that is because you haven't had a really awesome date in quite a while, or you're going on dates, but men don't seem really magnetized to you. Thank you, love. They don't seem really magnetized to you. You're more often than not getting asked out on a second date, or things kind of peter out around the third or fourth date. Let's have a conversation, because you want to really bring your own juicy. You really want to come, hey Samantha, you really want to come feeling good about yourself and about your life. And it's pretty amazing what happens when we do that in terms of who starts to show up and how attracted they are, because radiance is like the drug for men, and it also happens to feel really good to live inside of that. So if you'd like to have that conversation, I'm happy to hop on the phone with you for 15 or 20 minutes. Just reach out to me on Facebook. And in the meantime, make sure you meet your pleasure quota for the day. Bye for now.